Hello everyone, Formula Ford here and welcome to today's video where we'll be doing our last question mark challenge here on the official MotoGP 24 game. In this video we'll be racing around the Losail International Circuit at Qatar and we'll be racing as Fabio Gianantonio, who races for the VR46 racing team. We are going to be doing a 25% race with all strict penalties on, and also we will be having no assists on other than I have the trajectory aid for curve indicators on, which just tells you where to brake, accelerate and use the ride height device, just because I'm not as experienced on the MotoGP game as I am on the F1 games. It means we'll be having a 3-lap sprint as well as a 6-lap race.
We're back again for the start of the sprint race. The race distance is half that of Sunday's, and the points up for grabs are halved as well. The director takes us to the starting grid, where riders are trying to maintain their concentration before the start.
Alright then, so we're just going to get the bike sorted for the sprint, which is just a 3-lap sprint. So we're going to just put the soft tyres on the front and the rear, drain the fuel a little bit, because we won't be needing that, because it's only 3 laps anyway. We ain't got to think about tyre life or fuel to try and save throughout the Grand Prix either. We're just making sure, because there's normally a little message that pops up, it'll have like an orange arrow and it'll say you won't make the end unless you fuel save, just making sure it don't come up before we end up draining the tank completely. Just going to have a look at the front brake as well. It recommends the high mass, so I'm going to go with that as well. There's only 2 for the rear brake, so it's either if you want a little bit less rear brake or not, and really you want a bit of rear brake, so then you can use that to balance the front as well, because you just want a little bit of turning on the corners. Then we're just going through the ECU, just putting up the engine brake and the anti-wheelie up a bit, because it is quite easy to wheelie the bike in this game, so just going to put that up just so then we're safe, and then we should pretty much be ready to start the race.
There go Bagnaia, triggered the whole shot device, ready to start from pole position. 2 more moments, the Grand Prix will begin.
All the bikes are lined up, we're ready for the bikes to go out into MotoGP and start this Qatar Grand Prix. Lights are out and we get a half decent start there. It's not the greatest from us, but Agami, we're going to try and get the start on work. Agami's had to punch out, but we're going to take it nice and easy into turn 1. Everyone's been a bit aggressive, but we're going to try and slice our way through the field here. Get a few riders on the outside of there, and we're going to take it nice and easy again. A couple of riders going right up our inside there. We can try and make it quite difficult for us. So we're just into 15th place. We've got Rusto just on our inside there. We're going to dive on a few of these riders here. We go up the inside of our teammate. We didn't kind of mean to in the end, but we just about caught the rear ends from going down there, and we're just on the back of Morbidelli now. We're up into 12th place and we've already gained 10 places at the moment. Although our teammates just come back up the inside, we've had to sit the bike up there just because we didn't want to crash into our teammate, as we're just settling into the Grand Prix now. Taking it nice and easy on this first lap. We just want to make sure the tyres are up to temperature, because we are on the soft tyres, but they are a little bit cold at the moment, so we are trying to just ease our way into this Grand Prix, try and not take too much life out of the tyres because we can get cold wear as well on these tyres. So, but we do hit Zeki there, we didn't mean to, but looks like we might get, and we almost lose the front on the curve there as we're coming to turn 15 now. We've just got one corner to go. Are we going to try and have a look at the inside of our teammate as we're coming into here? No, we're going to try and get him down the straight. We go a bit wide there, but we're going to get a good exit out of here as we trigger the right hand device as we come down now to the start finish straight. We're going to be able to get the Zeki. There is a very big slipstream restrict on this game. Are we going to try and outbrake Morbidelli this time? No. We're going to take a tight line. We go a bit wide on the apex there, and we get ahead of Morbidelli at the moment. Is he going to try and come back up the inside? No, we're going to try and sneak around inside and Spargo picking up the inside line so I can back out into that corner. And are we going to be able to go back up the inside? We're going to just try and level him, but he's really brave around the outside as we almost lose the front again into that corner. And Morbidelli comes back at us, but we just get it back up the inside of him there. As now we're just coming through turn 6 and we're just about coming to the end of Alasia Spargo as we're really tight into there. They're a bit slow into these corners here as they got Jack Miller up front as well. Always looking for a move. We're going to try and get something into here. As we do, we can make a slight little bit of contact with Alasia Spargo there, so we're a bit sorry to Alasia there, but we do go into 10th place. I'm going to try and sneak on the inside of Jack Miller into that corner. It was very audacious, but we get the moves done as we are now into the points, as we're now looking to get Fabio Quartararo for 8th place. Pedro Acosta is up there in 7th place as well. Bagnaia is still leading this race from Vinales and Martin in 3rd place. We tried something around the outside of Quartararo there, but he just kind of shoved us the door there. As we're coming into the last turn again. Whoa, lose the front end nearly again there. As we trigger the right hand device, how much are we going to gain on Quartararo because that Yamaha is not the greatest on the straight. It doesn't seem too much because he's got the slipstream from Costa, taking it nice and easy into this turn here. They go very, very wide into turn 1. We go a little bit shallow in all honesty into turn 1 where we were trying to make some moves done. We're going to try and sneak up the inside of Quartararo to here, try and give him the space around the outside here and get that one move done. Nicely done. Try and have a go at Acosta into here. We sneak up the inside there. We're going to try and sneak up the inside of Binder. He gives us the room, fair props to him, and we get up into 6th place in this Grand Prix. So we got Marc Marquez in 5th place. I don't think we're going to be able to catch him as he is a second up the road, but 6th place I will pretty much take for this 3-lap sprint, as I didn't think I was going to get anywhere near him. But the AI has been a bit slow around here, but I think that's because of the adaptive AI as well. They start off kind of slow, so then they kind of trigger how it is into the next race, and then it'll be a bit more equal to you, and possibly a bit more aggressive as well. As we're coming into here, we go very, very wide. Jeez, we got very wide there. We're going to lose a position to Binder now. He's a bit far behind, thankfully, but we kind of just have to back out of that corner, otherwise we would have lost the front. As we're coming up to Marquez, we get a warning there for travelling this. We just about scrape the white lines there. But I don't think we're going to get Marc Marquez, but hopefully we can try and get a good exit. As he goes wide into the last turn all of a sudden, and we trigger the line up device, and we're going to be able to get him on the line as we come up to the first corner now. And we do! We're going to get 5th place in this sprint. Wow. What a sprint we had there.
Return to the pits. Let's take a look at the final results of this race.
Well, that was one hell of a sprint from us. We climbed up from 22nd to get 5th place. Pecco Bagnaia wins the sprint from Vinales, then Martin. Bastianini gets 4th as we get 5th place with Digi. Then Marc Marquez comes home in 6th. Then we got Binder, Acosta and Fabio Quartararo gets the last point in this sprint race as it goes from the first to the 9th place, goes from 9 to 1 point. Then we got Espargaro that completes the top 10 from Franco Morbidelli. Then we got Bezzecchi, Oliveira on the Aprilia is 13th. Then we got Alex Marquez in 14th, Augusto Fernandez 15th. Then we got Raul Fernandez 16th, Miller 17th, Zarco 18th, Rins 19th, Nakagami comes home 20th, Mir 21st, and Marini is 22nd.
A very warm welcome from the Qatar Peninsula. We're at the Lusail International Circuit near the capital city of Doha. In a few moments we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the MotoGP race. These shots coming to us live from the grid where technicians and engineers are carrying out final checks on the bike before the start. These shots coming to us live from the grid where technicians and engineers are carrying out final checks on the bike before the start. The sun has set over the Qatar desert and the sand brought onto the track by the wind will make it difficult for riders to get good grip during the early stages of the race. Temperatures have dropped considerably compared to this afternoon, so many teams have opted for soft tyres.
Right, just getting ready now for the main race itself. So it is recommending the soft tyre on the front, and it's the same for the brakes around as well. Although I felt like it was getting a bit cold, so I think I'm going to go with either a standard or with the high mass. I think I might go for a standard brake, just so then we can get a bit more temperature in the front, as we had a bit of trouble trying to heat it up, as we do, and just trying to dump some of the fuel out. It come up with the orange exclamation mark there, so it says you're not going to make the end. So just putting a little bit more fuel in, just see if we can make the end. So yeah, we've just done that, and I believe we're going to keep all of the rest of the setup the same, so 4 all around for here, except for the power mapping, which is on 3. And yeah, so I think that is pretty much it. Then we're going to get ready to start the main race.
The riders are lined up on the grid with Pecco Bagnaia in pole position and ready to start. Just a few more seconds until the lights go out and the race begins.
3 more laps in this main race. The lights come on. It says no fuel, but we're not going to matter about it. Are we going to get a good start this time? We get an average sort of start after the lights go out. Nakagami's got an iffy start again, as we're going to take it nice and easy again into turn 1, as the AI can get quite aggressive into here. They're a bit all over the place when it's turn 1 as well. We're just trying to sneak around, just trying to find the best place to try and overtake them, as Rins gets right pushed out of the racing line there. A little bit of contact with some riders, they're making loads of contact. We're trying to avoid that really, because you shouldn't really make any contact in bike racing, as it can always unsettle the rider. As we're just slotting in behind the trackhouse bikes, they're really going wheel to wheel here, and so we're just going to try and get around Fernandez, and we're going to have a look at Alex Marquez as well. It does give us the room, so we are going to take it, as the front tyre is really, really cold, so we're going to have to try and take it nice and easy into some of these turns here, as Morbidelli is very wide, and so we take that position there. We're up into 13th, maybe make 10 positions again on the first lap, as we're now looking at Miguel Oliveira into here. It's all settling out quite fine now, as we're short shifting, and we're going to try and cut underneath Oliveira into here as we do, and now we've made 10 places on this first lap, trying to avoid the apex there, because it is very easy to come off the bike there. They're very slow into here for whatever reason as well, so we're just going to try and just keep as close to Chapman as much as possible, as now we're coming into the last few turns of this first lap. Chapman, are we going to get the undercut over him? Yes, we are. And is he going to he's going to outbrake us into here though. but he goes very, very wide trying to keep ahead of us, so we just cut right back under him. We had to lift off because we were going a bit wide there, but we're just going to go up the inside of Qatar on the main straight. So now we're into 10th place, just behind our teammate Marco Bezzecchi. Everyone's going very wide into turn 1 again, and we're going to try and sneak under Bezzecchi. Yes, we do, but we're going to give him loads of space on the inside as he runs wide, and we're going to cut underneath him. And now we're just onto the back of Malaysia Spargo and Brad Binder again. Going to go right up the inside of Malaysia Spargo here, trying to give him a ring. He's trying to cut us off really, as we're going up the inside of Binder as well. We have to be very aggressive to try and get up the top as we do. And now we're into 7th place. Pecco Bagnaia has lost a lot of positions on this first lap, and now he's in 6th place behind Pedro Acosta. As now we are just trying to get the right line into here, because it can be quite slow into here. As we're trying to now figure out where we set the move on Pecco Bagnaia. We don't get a very good exit out of here, so we're going to try and something around the inside. I'll try and cut back on the inside, a little bit of contact there, and we do go off the track, so we're going to try again, just come back in our own time. Don't want to take too much advantage from the AI as well, because then it's not real fair racing. As we do make contact with Pecco there, he's really, really slow behind Pedro Acosta. We're going to be under investigation for that. We'll just get a little warning and just saying of our collision, nothing doing on the outside. He's very shallow onto the racing line now. We're going to cut underneath of both of them there, Pecco and Pedro Acosta, up into 5th place already on that turn. Now we're in 5th place and just sat there in between Marc Marquez. We're going to get a very good, nice slipstream effect here down, and we're going to get into P4. Jorge Martin, and as I say about Jorge Martin, Marquez wanted to come back at us, but he's got a bit too aggressive into turn 1, so we're going to take that move back. And they're very wide into turn 2 here, as we're trying to now look at the podium, starting with Enea Bastianini. Then we've got Maverick Vinales and Jorge Martin is leading up front. Just coming in to here now. We're getting really close to Enea Bastianini. We're going to look for something on the inside now. We're a bit too far away, so we're going to have to bide our time. Very close, closing in on the exit here. Look for the element on the inside. We do fake it to try and put him off the racing line, but it's not worked really. We did almost lose a front embarrassingly there as well. And we're just into the flip-flop here, just trying to get a good exit on there. Can't really overtake on the outside. We'll do it again, but we hit the wider there. Didn't mean to. We're going to be under investigation. We're probably going to get another warning. As we're looking at the inside here, but it's a bit audacious to be going into there side by side. Looked around the outside of Bastianini again. He's defending quite well in all honesty, as we get another warning for that incident right there. We're going to be able to get something around here. No. Again, he's defending very well, but we're going to be able to get a better exit here. Yes, we do. And now we're onto the podium, as now we have down Maverick Vinales for 2nd. Martin's trying to get away from us here, so we're going to have to try and make a move on Vinales quite quick here. We're going to try and settle into the slipstream here, when we do, and we're up into 2nd place. For the player, it is very strong, the slipstream here. It shouldn't be that strong, but here we go. Vinales stuck at the inside of us again, although we did not let him back through, so we've got a better exit. Martin was trying to get away, but now we're within range before Martin. Yeah, he's very slow over this corner here. We're going to try and get someone on the inside though. Brakes very bravely around the outside here. As we're going to try and something into turn 5. No, he's very slow. So we're just trying to pick our move and try and do it cleanly. We're trying to get into P1 and win this race. He's very wide into here, Martin. Are we going to cut under him? Yes, we do. And we are now into the lead from 22nd on the grid. It's taken us 4 laps to get ahead of the whole field here, and it looks like we're going to go and win this race now, as long as we can keep Jorge Martin behind. Just cutting to the end of this lap on lap 4, and I'm just going to show you my fastest lap around the Qatar circuit in this race. So we come across the lap there, and it's a 154.149, so that is 1.2 seconds quicker than our last lap there, as we're growing the gap to Martin by around 7 seconds, as now this is the last lap of the Grand Prix, and all we've got to do now is just keep it nice and tidy, just making sure that we do not fall now while we've got such a big advantage. Trying to take it nice and easy into these corners now, just because we've got not that much risk, although we did take a lot of risk going on those curves there, so I don't think the mindset really kicked in to me there, but I should really just be focusing now after that fastest lap on just getting the bike home. So coming to turn 7 now, a little twitch on the front there, that's not too bad in all honesty, because the bikes do twitch obviously, because you put a lot of force into the bike trying to get it stopped, as it is very, very hard sometimes to get the bike stopped. It's not like a car where obviously you've got to use your body weight and sometimes your leg and stuff to try and stop the bike, as we go very wide into gear. Yeah, I thought of just looking back on myself now and just thinking, why are you pushing so much? But yeah, I think we've all come across the line as the winners, as we're now around 10 seconds ahead of Martin. It looks like we are, as we come into the final corner, going to win this race from Martin, and Vinales will finish 3rd. Brashnini will go ahead of his teammate from 4th, and Bagnaia finish 5th, as we come across the line to win the Qatar Grand Prix with Fabio Gianantonio from last.
The top 3 riders will arrive for their well-deserved podium ceremony. In the meantime, let's take a look at the MotoGP race final results.
So here we are, the end of the race. We finished 11 seconds ahead of Jorge Martin in 2nd place, as we win with Fabio Di Gianantonio on the VR46 bike. Then we have Maverick Vinales rounding out the podium there. Then we got Bastianini, who finished 4th. Then we got Pedro Acosta 5th. Bezzecchi, our teammate, finishes in 6th place. Then we got Bagnaia, the champion, finished 7th. Binder finishes 8th. Then we've got Aleix Espargaro and Oliveira running out the top 10. Then we've got Marc Marquez finishes 11th ahead of Quartararo. Miller and Fernandez get 13th and 14th. Morbidelli gets the last point in 15th from Alex Marquez. Johan Mir, Augusto Fernandez, Zarco, Rins, Marini and Nakagami rounds out the 22 as we go to the podium.
Celebrating with his mechanics. If he continues like this, it will be difficult for his rivals to keep up with him. Here are the top 3 up on the podium. These riders put in a great performance today. It's been a real pleasure to watch them do battle.
So that, everybody, is the end of the video. Thank you for watching today. If you have liked this video, then be sure to give it a like. If you are new around here, then do get subscribed for more motorsport content like this. I have been Formula Ford, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?